Bro, what is going on? It is currently 6:31 and we're out here today making a quick video. I want to talk a bit about my plans moving forward, how I'm planning on documenting my journey on this channel, and just a bit about like personal development today, okay? So for those of you who don't know, I've had this channel right now for about probably like a year and a half, 2 years, somewhere in there. And it's been awesome, bro. I've made so many videos. I've helped a lot of people. I've helped myself understand a lot about just who I am and my progress and everything. And if you don't know, obviously, I do personal development coaching, fitness coaching for guys. And I really just love personal development, business, fitness, all that kind of shit, okay? But here's the problem is there's so many people online. There's so many fake personas online. And what I've realized is I kind of started to slip into that. I kind of started to slip into this whole fake persona thing where it's like, you're constantly making these videos where you're almost seen as like the expert or the guru. And really when I started this channel, what I wanted it to be was I wanted to just document my progress. I wanted to just document my journey and share with you guys as we went along together, bro. That's really what I wanted to do. But the problem is all the YouTube advice, all these gurus and everything are constantly telling you, oh, bro, you know, you got to do this, the 5 tips to do this, or the 5 ways you got to do this. And you're getting constantly bombarded by all this advice. And what I realized was I started to lose my authenticity. Okay, I started to lose my authentic self and who I actually am and my journey. And furthermore, I started to make content that was out of alignment with who I was being. So for example, I may make content about me or like how you should do X, right? But I'm not even doing that, bro. And so of course the content's not going to do well because the energy isn't flowing through the video. And so what I decided to do was I'm deciding to not necessarily switch the format. Like it's still going to be me here talking and whatnot and sharing and trying to give you guys as much value as possible. But I want to switch up the way I deliver it. I don't want to talk so much about, oh, the 5 tips to do this or 5 things to do this or here's how to do this. I'm going to talk more about what I'm doing, what I'm going through, like my progress. And through that, I want to share my story with you guys. And through me sharing my story of sort of the things I face every day on a day-to-day basis, you're going to get more insight into who I am. Okay, you're going to get more insight to who I am. You get to know me better. We'll get to know each other better and actually create a community where we're going on a journey together. And so this is kind of the goal moving forward is I want to spend just less time talking and more time documenting. Because like I said, there's so many fake people online who talk and tell you what to do, yet they don't back it up with anything. They're like out here telling you, oh, you got to do this, you got to be in shape, you got to do this. But they're waking up at, they're waking up at 10, 11, 12, or, 9, 10, 11, 12, telling you, you got to be disciplined while they're barely even hitting the gym because they can hide behind their videos. So I don't want that. I want to document my progress. I want to be more transparent. I want to be more authentic with you guys. And the only way for me to do that is to talk more about what I'm going through and the challenges I'm facing and my story and how I've overcome stuff, as opposed to constantly trying to make say tutorials, how-to videos, 5 ways you got to do this. And the problem is those are the kind of videos that get massive views, right? Because they appeal to the masses. And so this is also a lesson, like if you're a content creator, just always follow what your heart is kind of telling you to do, because that's where the energy is flowing. And I think that one of the most important things, especially in this industry, that's just so full of charlatans, so full of people who are just yapping, bro, just straight up yapping, yet they have nothing to really show for it. They don't have results. You can't see what they're doing, right? They're just telling you to do this, do that. And I've experienced this, right? And you can't see behind the scenes. So I want to really just focus on documenting. And this is going to be, this is kind of just like a revamp of this channel. I want to focus on documenting my progress, talking to you guys about what's going on. And so that's the plan moving forward. On this channel, I talk about really just kind of what I'm going through in business, fitness, personal development, mindset, habits, right? And that's really what I want to focus on, okay? And obviously, I'm building a business, fitness business. I currently have clients, but I want to grow it. I want to grow it to a massive level because I love seeing guys transform their physiques, their mindsets, their daily habits, dropping the bad habits and really lock in and become the best version of themselves. That's really what it is, bro. I'm on a journey to become the best version of myself, okay? And I want you to come along with me, but I'm going to just document my journey, what I'm going through, and I'm going to share my story. And through that, I'm going to provide as much value as I can to you guys so you can really level up at the same time. Like that way we're both able to level up at the same time. And yeah, I think it's going to be good. It's going to be more like a series, right? I wanted it to be more like a series as opposed to just all these random standalone videos. And I think that's just going to be so much more authentic. I think it's going to be so much better. And like, for example, this morning, right? I woke up 4 a.m. That's like when I try to wake, or not when I try to wake up. See right there. That's a good moment. Don't ever say fucking try. Okay, you're not a, as I've heard before people say, you're not a try baby, right? Never say try. Don't ever say that you're trying to do something. Say that you are doing it. You are doing it. You are already that thing. Because when you say I'm trying to do it, that's a half-ass fucking mindset. You need to lock in. You need to be like, I am doing this, do or die. There's no second option. There's no plan B. This is plan A. So I wake up at 4 a.m. every single morning, and that is, right, that is the highest version of myself in what I do. But this morning, I still have to win that battle every day, right? So this morning, my alarm goes off. I'm laying in bed and I'm dreaming. I don't even remember what it was. It was some fucking wacky dream. But I'm laying in bed dreaming, and I hear the alarm go off. And it goes off, and I hear it in the back of my mind, you know, when you're still like half asleep. And I'm thinking to myself, bro, I don't feel like fucking getting up right now. It's 4 a.m. It's completely dark outside. Winter's coming. It's getting colder out. I don't want to get up. I don't want to get up. I don't want to do this. And so I thought to myself, you know, I'll just turn it off. You know, an option, like that thought came into my head. I will just turn off my alarm and hop back into bed and everything will be great. But then that mindset that I've been cultivating over these years, especially over this year and last year, is like, it kicks in and it goes, no, because that's actually going to be more painful to you, right? And that's one of the biggest things that I've been learning is like, you have to change your associations with pain and pleasure. So before I used to be like, oh, like I feel really good getting back into bed and I'm like happy to do that. Now I actually get more pain comes to me, and I'm in more pain if I skip my wake up. Because if I skip my early wake up, now I know, oh, my day's going to be off, so my business isn't going to perform as well. I started the day with instant gratification, so I'm more likely to fall into vices, you know, into consumption, distractions. I'm not going to be working as hard as on my business, going as hard in the gym, really working on myself and my daily habits. So that actually becomes more painful because I have a higher version of myself that I've decided that I'm going to work towards. And waking up early is in alignment with that version of myself. But my old self, right, that old version of myself that wants to stay the same and stay comfortable, still like comes out, and it still challenges me every day. And so every day I have to prove to myself that I am worthy of the things that I want, worthy of the physique I want, worthy of the business success that I want. And I have to prove that through action, right? So if I sleep in one day, I just prove to myself that I'm actually not worthy. I just prove to myself I'm operating from my lower self, my old self, as opposed to working on operating from my higher self. So that's just like a quick lesson from this morning, is that you need to have these things like even like written down, like a document where you've written down, okay, what are the habits of the man that I want to become? What are his thoughts? What are his feelings every day? And how can he, and how can I really associate myself with that man and operate from his standpoint as opposed to the standpoint of where I'm at right now? Because your current state obviously is not where you want to be, right? If you've got, you know, a belly, skinny arms, you're walking around and you don't like the way you look, you're not ripped yet, you know, maybe you haven't really been able to get your business off the ground yet, you're still struggling with that, maybe you still don't have the dream girl that you want, you have to operate from as if you already do. So you have to think in your mind, okay, that man who has what I want, what does he do every day? What are his habits? And 9 times out of 10, your habits don't align with that guy's outcome, right? So the guy who's in shape, right? The guy who's actually ripped and in shape, you have to think to yourself, okay, what are the habits of a guy who's ripped and in shape? Well, he's probably hitting the gym. He's probably tracking his macros every day. He's probably in a deficit. He's probably got a whole strategy and system to keep himself accountable. And so you're probably not doing those things. And so because you're not doing those things and you aren't that individual, you don't have that outcome yet. So that's one of the key things is to understand, is to change your associations with pain and pleasure, because we're always moving either away from pain or towards pleasure. And so if you can associate these more difficult, hard things, quote unquote, waking up early, making sure you're tracking your macros, making sure you're hitting the gym every day, you know, or some sort of hypertrophy training every day, even if it's calisthenics, you know, making sure that you are avoiding all vices, drinking, alcohol, these things. These are the 4 main habits that I teach, you know, in my program, and I help guys to transform their lives. This is what we focus on. these 4 main things, because these are the things that changed my life. These are the things that took me from where from the man I used to be, or from the bitch I used to be, to the man I am now. Okay? And so, yeah, that's what I was going through this morning. I was struggling to get up, and also for some reason, I don't know if it's just the season, what we have going on up here, maybe because shit's dying off, but like my nose was like super runny this morning and all stuffy, so I felt like kind of almost a little bit sick. And it's like, those are the moments where you just want to give up. You just want to give up and go back to bed. But if you do that, you just let your old self win, right? Because the higher version of yourself wouldn't let things get in his way like that. If he's experiencing pain going through what he's going through, he knows that that's going to make him stronger. He knows that that's going to turn him into a better individual. And so he just pushes ahead anyway. He just pushes through it. And so, yeah, that's kind of what I want to do, guys. I want to just talk about what I'm going through currently, kind of what I've gone through in my past, and talk about that in a way of like, this is just going to be a series of me documenting going forward, my personal development, mindset, business, fitness. And then I've got the vlog channel too. If you guys don't know, I've got the vlog channel. I don't have any vlogs up yet, but I want to do like more vlogs on a separate channel, because it is such a different format. You know what I mean? It's not like sitting here talking. You have to kind of watch the video, so it's a whole different format. And so I'm going to do a vlog channel where I document more like behind the scenes business stuff, like behind the scenes like business tactics, behind the scenes like just showing my life, like actually like day to day. And I also document a lot of shit on IG. If you want to follow me on IG, I document my daily stories and kind of like when I'm waking up, morning routine, stuff like that on there. And so yeah, that's the plan, bro. So today, what our plan is going forward is going to be to go back. We're going to get into doing some more content, right? We're going to get into doing some more content. I completed the morning routine this morning, 4 a.m. morning routine, got my cardio done. Gonna be creating more content today. We're gonna hit the gym hard today, obviously track macros and everything. And then the goal is avoiding distractions, avoiding vices. You know, I don't drink, I don't smoke, staying away from porn, staying away from video games, social media, TV, anything that can distract you from becoming the man you want to become. Like, you guys have so much more fucking time in the day than you think, bro. Like, you have so much time during your day. And what I've realized is there's so much time available during the day that we don't utilize. We just have these empty blocks where we just fucking, fill it in with all this instant gratification. And you could be making so much more progress. Like, guys, like, oh, I'm not in shape. I don't have the physique I want. Oh, I don't have the business success I want. I'm broke, or, I can't get out of this 9 to 5. Bro, you've got so much time. If you just learn how to utilize that properly, using Google Calendar, setting up your habits right, bro, you're going to be locked in. You're going to be good to go. Okay? So I love you guys, and we'll see you in the next video. This is just an update video kind of for the channel overall, for, all the subscribers and everybody who's already been a part of this journey. And we're just going to keep running this shit and becoming the best version of ourselves. Love you guys. We'll see you later.